Hi guys, my name is Jalen, and today I'm going to be doing my May wrap-up. So I'm really proud of myself this month. I didn't read as much as I did last month, but I did pretty good. So I read a grand total of 16 books. So I'm pretty proud of myself. So I just filmed my May book haul, so these are probably going up around the same time. Still wearing the same shirt. Yeah, whatever. But we're going to get into this because it's probably going to be kind of long. So, book number 1 that I read was The One. So I read this book 1.5 times. I didn't read it all the way through the second time because I started a different book. But I love this book. It is the 3rd and final book of the Selection series, where a girl named America Singer goes to the palace and tries to win the heart of the prince because he's trying to find a wife. And this book ended so good. So the next book that I read was Princess of the Silver Woods by Jessica Day George. And I bought this book the night on the 6th after the one came out, and I finished it. I bought it with my cousin because she was buying the one there, and I really did enjoy this book. I kind of got into this princessy mood after the one, and so I continued on with that for a couple of books, and so I really did enjoy this book. It's about a girl named Petunia. Her name is Princess Petunia. They use her she has like a nickname in this book, and she gets kidnapped by these people that are called they're called the Wolves, and they like hijack the queen's or the king's like sleds carriages, kind of like in the Mirror Mirror, you know, the midget guy with the dwarfs. Yeah. And so it's kind of like the 12 Dancing Princesses one. She's got 12 sisters. Well, 11 because she's the 12th. She's the youngest. And is she the youngest? Yeah. Wait, no. Yes. Dang it, I can't remember. But they have like these dreams about the balls, and they're trying to save them from these guys called King Understone, and it's like in this world that they like pull them into, and the 12 brothers are trying to like marry them. Not really 12 anymore, but yes. And I really did enjoy this book. Oh, I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. I would give this one, now I look back, maybe a 3, but I really did enjoy it. It was just, I read it after the one, you know, and it's kind of hard to compare. I'm sorry, it just is. So the next book that I read was The Contender by Robert Lipsyte. So we read this for school, and we finished it, and I was like, dude, I just read another book. We'd been reading it for a while, so we read it last month too, but we finished it this month, and I really did like this book for a school book. I'm doing an assignment thing on it. I really did like it. It was pretty good. The next book that I read was Also Known As by Robin Benway. So I saw the second book on the new arrival shelf at the library because I like going to the library. I'm not that rich to buy all the books I read, and so I found the first one, and it's about this girl, and she's a spy. I love spy books. I don't get it. I love them. I don't know why. I just do, okay? And she's really good at cracking safes. Oh, so her assignment is to be friends with this kid named Jesse, and because his dad has like the story that he's going to print out on this famous newspaper in New York about these spies, and it's going to give out names such as hers and her parents, and so she's trying to find that article and get rid of it, like out of his office before it's sent out. And then things become more complicated when she finds out that she really likes him, and then they become like boyfriend, girlfriend and stuff, and it was really good. I really did like it. I thought it was really creative. I'm sorry if you can hear the wind. It's really windy outside. I'll try and talk louder, but it's really, really windy out there. So I really did like that book. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read To All the Boys That I Have Loved Before, and I really love this book. I'd give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was so good, and I love the cover. Look at it, okay? So it's like a continuation. Seriously, it's so pretty. I love her bedroom. It's just Oh, I loved this book. And it's going to be a duology, and I'm really excited for the next book. I think it's going to be great. So, yes, I really love this book. It's about a girl who writes her letters to all the boys that she's loved. And after she writes her letters where she pours out her whole heart, like they're never going to read them, you know, because she just keeps them in a hat box that her mom gave her. And so there's 5 boys, and one day they get all sent out, and it's like how she just tries to deal with all these people getting her letters. There's only 5 of them, but it's just really crazy, and I really loved it. I thought it was so good. So the next book I read was Entwined by Heather Dixon, and so I bought this book a really long time ago because of the cover. Like, look at how cool it is, and it like sparkles and stuff. And then look at inside. Isn't this really cool? So the first one's like this, so it's got these up at the corners, and it has that for all the chapters. And then it's got like all these leaves in it. It's so cool. I really like it. And then, yeah, so like chapter 1, and it's got all these flowers at the top. This is also a 12 Dancing Princesses fairy tale kind of a thing. So it's about this girl named Eliza, and she's the oldest, and her mom dies, and her dad becomes really withdrawn, and they are in mourning where they can't, all their clothes have to be dyed black, and they can't do anything fun like go to parties or dance, which they all love to dance, especially Eliza. Like, that's just what she does. And so when they find this secret passageway into this world where a guy called the Keeper lets them dance, they go there every night to dance, and it's about the Keeper's trying to get out of his cage thing, and so it's like he's trying to get out, and they don't know how bad of a person he really is, and it's just, I really liked this book. It took me a while to read. I couldn't really connect with the main character, and it took me a while. I don't know, it was just really complicated, and it's actually pretty big. Like, it doesn't look that big, but it really is. Like, it's like 472 pages, and so I didn't really expect it to be that big. I mean, it doesn't look that big to me, but not that I care. I love long books, but it just felt really long while I was reading it. But I really did like this book. I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. And I love the cover. It's just so good. Oh, I don't know. It's just awesome. The next book I read was the sequel to Also Known As, called Going Rogue by Robin Benway. And I got this book at the same time that I got Also Known As, but I read books in between. And this one is about her parents are accused of stealing evidence, and they're these gold coins that are worth a lot of money, like millions of dollars. And so she has to find the gold coins, and the organization that they work for goes corrupt, and they have to like wipe themselves out of it, like wipe all their names out so that they can't be found. And I really did like it. I thought it was really good. I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. The next book I read was another school book. It was really short. It was only like 103 pages or something. But I decided to count it because it was a school book, and it took a long time, like 3 days. But it was called A Soldier's Heart by Gary Paulson, and it's about Civil War, and it's from a Union soldier's point of view, and it just shows how bad and bloody this war is, and it just showed like he got injured at the end and how like hard it was just to get through it, and it was really good. I really did enjoy it, but I don't know how to start. It was different, but I did like it. Next book I read was The Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Ockler. So I have been wanting to read this book forever. Like, every time someone brings up contemporary, this is what I think of. So it's about a girl named Jude, and all of her sisters, have sworn, like, blood, by fire, by, like, all this stuff, they are never gonna date a Vargas boy. Like, stay away from the Vargas boys. They're heartbreakers. They're always gonna break your heart. But when all of her sisters move away, she has 3, so there's 4 of them altogether, her dad gets Alzheimer's, and he's really young. He's like 50 maybe, and so he has this motorcycle that he's really passionate about, and he remembers everything about it. And So she decides that she's going to fix it up for him, and she needs to hire a mechanic, and kind of a cheap one because they don't have a lot of money to do it. And it turns out to be a Vargas boy named Emilio, and it's just kind of like them falling for each other and her sister's warnings against it, but in the end, everything's good. So I really did like this book. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars, maybe a 5. I really liked it. So the next books that I read, and I say books because I did this. The next books that I read were these ones. Holy freaking crap. Oh my gosh, that was a bad idea. Okay, I almost died. Okay, so I read all of these, and I even tabbed them up. Look at it. I didn't tab the last one, and I didn't tab the last of this one because I need to read it fast. But I tabbed them all, and I read them all, and they were all very good. All 5 out of 5 stars. No, I freaking love this series, and if you don't know what it's about, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to explain it, but it was freaking awesome. So I read it because the next book, City of Heavenly Fire was coming out, and if you don't know that, I don't know where you've been living, but it was so good, and I finished it like the day that this book came out, and it was just awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the last book I read this month was Panic, it's upside down, by Lauren Oliver, and this was the Booksplosion Book of the Month a while ago, and I never picked it up. I didn't read it at all. I didn't have any interest in it, and so I saw it at Target, and I wanted to get it, and so I bought it, and it was awesome. And so it's about a girl named, I'm pretty sure it's Heather. Whoa, there's gum in here. That's awesome. It's about a girl named Heather and a boy named Dodge, and they both have pretty crappy lives. Their parents aren't that awesome, you know, well, their moms. Their dads aren't with them, and they have crappy moms, and so they live in this town called Carp, and it's so boring. So boring, like nothing ever happens in Carp. But every summer, the seniors participate in this game called Panic, where it's like all these crazy challenges, like illegal challenges, like you're gonna go to jail or you could die from these challenges. And so what I thought was really cool is every day at school, everyone donates $1. So in the end, that's like, how many days do you go to school? I don't know. That's like $200. Okay, that's kind of a lot of money. Especially like all the years put together. That's 4 years, 4 times 200. That's 800. I'm having a blank. Oh gosh. That's like $800, like every person. So every person puts in $1 every day. And if you don't, you're going to get beat up. So bring $1. And so only the seniors are allowed to participate, and it starts off with jumping off this cliff into water, and the challenges are just crazy. And so you follow Heather and Dodge in this. It's like dual point of view, and it's really good. I really loved it. I thought it was just awesome, and so I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really did enjoy this book. So those are all the books I read this month. I got a grand total of 16. I'm pretty proud of it. It's not as good as 20, but it was pretty good. I'm definitely on track for my goal of 100 books. I'm over it, in fact, which is really good. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye!